friends, and welcome to this episode of the AI Show. My name is Seth Juarez. I'm so excited to be here with everybody. I looked at the schedule, and no joke, like it said starting at 11 p.m., and I was like, oh no, something is horribly wrong. As you may or may not know, I will be napping at 11 p.m. tonight. So where's everybody coming from today? Who we got? Jose Silva, Jay McCormick. Ivana, how are you, my friends? It's so good to see you here. I'm so glad you are joining us again. Where's everybody from? _remote with a 3. How fancy is that? Brazil. Jose Silva, Brazil. I'm going to speak my Portuguese. Are you ready? Eu posso falar português se eu quero. Argentina. Bienvenidos a todos de Argentina. One of these days, we're going to do the whole show in Spanish. France, Strasbourg. C'est très belle ici, n'est-ce pas? Je suis francophone aussi. Germany. Das ist unglaublich. Wow, we're going to go through all the languages. What else we got? Anybody else? Das ist sehr gut. That's all I can say, really, in German. All right, what are we doing today? We've got my handy-dandy pen and the equipment we purchased over pandemic that was totally unnecessary. Seattle, Jay McCormick. What can I say in Seattle? I just don't speak the language. All right, what do we got going on today? Whoa, what did I do? What happened? Did I push something? Did something get pushed? Did I push something? Let's draw here. Okay, so today, number one most important thing. Oh, is there like a line there? Do you see it? No, I have like my mouse in the wrong place. Number one, pre-built containers. Look at this handy writing. Pre-built containers for Inference. This is with the amazing Shivani, who I just met like 2 days ago. She's fantastic. Seattle Kraken. Oh yeah, they had we had an expansion draft the other day. I was doing a show internally for Microsoft, and the lady that was doing the makeup had to go and put makeup on Sean Kemp. Yeah. Just trying a little flex there for everybody. Yeah. Number 2. Today, we're going to get going. I think today, speaking of inference, we might be doing rock, paper, scissors inference. All we got to do is get our images into the back end, and we'll use our Onyx model. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? By the way, I am going on vacation for the next 2 weeks. And you know what? We are not going to leave you high and dry. We have an amazing set of shows for you. Maybe I'll have a special guest at the end to tell us about what they're going to talk about. Maybe. So that's what we're doing today. Like I said, we have a really good show today. I'm excited to do it. I haven't written anything on the rock, paper, scissors project for a little bit. Last week we had a best of show. I had to go to a meeting. I had to. It was for a training. Like it was my project. You know? Med Saladin, me too. Vacation tomorrow. Yes. Where are we going? Jose Silva is saying, hold on. Let's put this up. Let's just put these are such good questions. Could you show us some good websites that have catalogs about deep learning topologies? Yes, I can. Remind me after we talk to Shivani, because there's a really good website on that. Bloopers. No, this time it's not bloopers. Live people building some cool stuff. They were telling me about it, and I was like, what? I want to watch that. I can't. I promise. I haven't taken a vacation in like a year. And then the vacation was like, I'm just going to sit at home and vacate. So that's what I did. India. By the way, I went to India. I was in Bombay. I guess we don't call it Bombay anymore. Mumbai. And I was also in Bengaluru. And those people, all of them speak like 8 languages each. It's crazy. It's amazing. I only speak like 2 or 3. It's not even that cool. Not even as good as them. From Canada, Faisal, welcome. Germany, Strasbourg, Argentina, Denmark. We're very excited to have you here. All right. So maybe we should bring our guests on. What do you think? I'm going to take this off, go to full solo screen, and let's bring our guest on. I'm going to unmute them. Hold on. Unmute them. How? Shivani, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. So, Shivani, a couple of things. We haven't done one of these in a while. So if I'm rusty and I stink, Shivani, just be like, dude, you step it up.
I'm a noob. This is my first time, so I'm going to take notes from you.
Everybody be nice.
Yes,
by
be
the way,
nice.
Malaysia, welcome. Oleg from Russia. Привет, мой друг, как дела? Всё хорошо сегодня? Whoa, that was Russian. Microsoft Dev going to Priest Lake. It's just like Morocco, only north. Yes. Microsoft developer, I am also going to Idaho. I was trying to make it sound more interesting, but I don't think it worked. India again, also thank you, welcome. All right, so Shivani, just a couple of things. Look right at the camera.
Right in the camera.
Look right at the camera. Everyone knows that they're like, this is behind the scenes. And so, honestly, if we mess up, just don't say things like, can we do that over again? Because then I'll have to. And I'll be like,
yeah, we'll improvise.
I'm sorry.
Definitely. I'll just say we'll improvise.
Yes. She knows. Hold on. The native cheery Russian humor sounds like a real native Russian speaker. One time I was in Tula, which is about 200, 300 kilometers, maybe 400 kilometers south of Moscow. And I was with a bunch of Russians. And I was like, hey, why are you guys all in such a hurry? You know, then they were like, why? You know what I said, Oleg? Because they're Russian. And they're all like, что? Which means what? Russian, like in a hurry. They didn't think it was funny. But I did, and that's all that matters. Okay. Oleg's appreciating it. Thank you. So let's put the title up. Let me kill the music, and let's make sure your screen is sharing. Let me add that to a stream. It's good. Looks beautiful. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
So basically, I'm going to be like, you're not going to miss this episode of the AI Show. We're talking all about prebuilt Docker images for inference in Azure Machine Learning. You're not going to miss, and then I'll play the bumper, and then we'll get to it. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Let's hope I don't mess up. I don't need this anymore. I don't need it. So I'm going to put it down here, plug it in before I forget, because I'm going to go on vacation and come back and be like, I want to use this Wacom device that I only use for 5 minutes during the beginning of my AI show. And it won't be charged. People will be disappointed. There will be crying children. All right, here we go. Righty, title up. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Straight the camera. Here we go. You're not going to want to miss this episode of the AI Show where we talk all about pre-built Docker images for inference in Azure Machine Learning with the amazing Shivani. Make sure you tune in. Hello and welcome to this episode of the AI Show where we're talking all about pre-built Docker images for Inference and Azure Machine Learning. Welcome, Shivani. Why don't you tell us who you are and what you do?
Sure. Thanks, Seth, for having me. Hi, everyone. My name is Shivani. I am PM on the Azure Machine Learning team, and I work on the model deployment and serving area.
Fantastic. So what are some of the challenges that people face or what they tell you about when they're working with machine learning?
Sure, absolutely. We have interacted with many of our customers and data scientists. And what we know, once you have trained a machine learning model, getting that model to production is key, especially having the right environments. Environments encapsulates all your Python packages and software setting around your scoring script. And hence, having the right dependency when you deploy your machine learning model is very important.
So let's talk about the solution. Like, what is it that you've done to make this part easier? Because obviously, building a model and handcrafting it and making it wonderful is nice, but we need to actually have business value. What's the solution that you're suggesting we should use?
Sure. So as I mentioned, having the right environment for a model deployment is very important. So during Microsoft Build 2021, we released pre-built Docker images for inferencing. So as the name suggests, these are pre-built Docker images that come with popular machine learning framework and Python packages. So our customers, users, data scientists don't have to start from scratch, and it will improve their getting started experience.
That's cool. So if I'm understanding this right, these pre-built Docker images have a set of things already pre-installed. Am I getting this right?
Yep, we have pre-built Docker images like TensorFlow, PyTorch, Onyx Runtime, and we are continuing to adding more.
So what if I have a special like unicorn environment that only I have, and obviously I love PyTorch, so I'm using PyTorch, but then I'm using something like Spacey because it's an NLP thing. How do I make that work with those pre-built containers?
Definitely. So we all know in machine learning world, models have a lot of dependency, and we definitely cannot capture all of them in our pre-built Docker images. But what we do and what capability we provide to our customers is to extend on top of our pre-built Docker images. That is, if you have dependencies that are not included in our images, we provide you with a capability to add these Python packages. And we can do that in two ways. Number one is a dynamic installation. So in this method, you would provide us with the requirements.txt file. This txt file would contain the extra Python packages that are required for your use case. During container boot time, we take this Python packages in the requirements.txt file and install them. Now, this is very handy for rapid prototyping and dev test loop. Now, let's say you have finalized the dependencies that your model requires, and you want to take this model to production. The second method we provide is pre-installed mounting solution. In this, you provide us with a folder which has all your Python packages installed, and we mount this folder onto the container. Both this method do not trigger an image build, so it also improves your model deployment latency.
That's really cool. And if, for those that are watching that are wondering, building a container takes a long time. And this notion of being able to have the dependencies just mounted directly, super fast. That's pretty amazing. I feel like I want to take a look at how it works. Can you show us how it works?
Definitely. Now, can you all see my notebook that I have up here?
We got it.
Yep. So in this particular example, I'm going to deploy a PyTorch model using our Azure Machine Learning Python SDK. And this particular model is trained to classify chickens and turkey. Very interesting. Now, first, if you can take a look at my folder structure, I have my requirements.txt file in the same folder as my scoring script. This is important. Next, I'm going to register my PyTorch model that I have here. And next step is to write my requirements.txt file. Now, just to note, even when you are prototyping, we always recommend our customers to pin their package versions. This makes sure that your scoring script does not break and it does not cause any failure during deployment or scaling. Now, once you have written your requirements.txt file, I'm going to go ahead and define my environment. As mentioned previously, this contains all the Python packages and your software dependency required for deployment. You see, my environment name is PyTorch deploy prebuilt example. I'm using one of our PyTorch prebuilt Docker images here. And using the environment variables concept that we have in Azure Machine Learning, I'm referring to my requirements.txt file. Once you create this environment, we have an amazing environments UI in our Azure Machine Learning Studio, and you can look at the custom environment list, and you can see the one that I've created right now. We also have curated environments, and right now I'm filtering them by inference equal to true tag, so you can also take a look at all the environments that we provide. Now heading back to our notebook. Once you have created your environment, you're going to go and create a scoring script. Once you have your scoring script ready, which I have right here, what you're going to do is you're going to deploy your model to an ACI container. You can also deploy to Kubernetes, managed endpoints in Azure Machine Learning, but for right now, I'm deploying to an ACI. Once this deployment is completed, it creates an endpoint for you. I already have deployed this model, and I have an up and running endpoint. As you can see, my status is healthy, and my container instance, and this is the model that I deployed. Now next, you have a web service up and running. Let's see if it actually works. I'm going to pass this image to our endpoint and see what it replies. The result that we are getting, that it's a turkey with a probability of 0.93. Not bad. So as you can see, I have my environment using dynamic installation method.
This is really cool. Let's scroll back a little bit because let's go to the environments tab, if you will, the second tab that you were looking at.
Yep.
So basically what we're doing, and this is the cool part, because look, I struggle with this all the time. I have the environment and I have this, it works on my machine problem with my dependencies. These environments basically encapsulate them as a noun inside of Azure Machine Learning. Is that right?
Yep, exactly. So we have this beautiful frameworks, TensorFlow, PyTorch, Scikit-learn, XGBoost, the ones that are very popular, and we have curated them, and we have them in AML.
Fantastic. And then the second thing, and this was super subtle and it went by really fast, and I want our viewers to understand this, is you basically married that environment with a scoring file, and then what was it that produced?
Once you have your scoring file, what we did is with our dynamic installation method, you have this environment. On top of that, all the requirements.txt Python packages that I have mentioned, it gets installed on top of your pre-built Docker image.
I see. And then once you do that, what is this endpoint you're talking? Is it like a REST endpoint that people can call?
Yep, exactly. You have this REST endpoint here, which you can go and take a look at our endpoints UI, and then I have this nice click to copy button, and I can use that for all my inferencing requests.
So it's basically you've taken a model, added an environment around it, added a scoring script, and we'll take a look at a scoring script in a little bit, and then pushed it out into a REST endpoint that now is actually consumable by the business.
Yes, exactly.
That's fantastic. Can we take a look at the scoring script for a second, just so people can get a sense for what it is that looks like? So it's basically just, let me go full screen here. So it's just basically loading up the model, and then running the model.
That's it. Yep. Your init and run function is basically the logic that you would require to run your scoring script. So you load your model and you get your predictions.
Well, this is amazing. Where can people go to find out more, my friend?
Definitely. You can see the link for our pre-built Docker images. We have documents that talk all about the Docker images we provide. And as I said, we are continuing to add more. And we also provide documents on how customers can use our extensibility solutions that I mentioned earlier.
Cool. And let me put another link up here. There's the extensibility solutions that you were talking about. And then finally, I think there's a blog post that people can take a look at. Do you want to give us a preview of what that is?
Exactly. The blog posts talk about improved environments experience, but for training and inferencing. We have environments UI, we have pre-built Docker images, we have curated environments, all to help our customers to improve their machine learning models.
Well, this has been amazing. Shivani, thank you so much. We've been learning all about pre-built Docker images for inference in Azure Machine Learning. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Take care. Oh, I made a mistake. Do you notice that? I was so, did she? Oh, she's still there.
Oh, no?
I made a mistake. I put the title over. I'll have to edit that out later. Dang it, Seth. Oh, you were perfect, Shivani. You okay to stay and answer some questions from people?
Definitely, yep.
All right, what do we got going on over here? Here's from James. How easy would it be to write a model with Jupyter Notebook, host the model in Azure, and be able to call that model via REST or some other method? Can you explain high level how to do so? James, we basically did, I think. Shivani, do you want to reiterate how people would do this?
Yeah, definitely. In our Azure Machine Learning, we have this notebooks tab, in that you can definitely create a notebook for your. You can create a notebook for your use case. We have currently with our Azure Machine Learning Python SDK, we help you to deploy our models to AKS and ACI, and we have examples and machine learning notebooks. If you head to our GitHub, you can definitely see examples around it.
Fantastic. All right. Here is James. He'd like to call it via web. Yeah. Basically, it's a REST endpoint. Let's go back to your screen. Do you want to show that endpoint again, just so people can see it? Yeah, it's literally an endpoint. You can test and consume it. And the cool thing about this is, I think in the consume, it shows you the actual code you need to run it in like multiple languages.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Okay, look at that. Yep.
Look at that beautiful C# code. Look at that. You're gonna have to revoke your key. There. Here's a Janiscu. He's the one that holds the fort in Twitch for us. He's like, is anybody here? It's just me. Yeah, it definitely does. I like this a lot. Like, one of the biggest problems I have, and Shivani, you've probably seen customers say this, is just managing the environments for everything is just crazy. And so being able to do this is fantastic. Help us out a little bit. All right. Does anybody have any more questions for Shivani? Shivani, thank you for showing up, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
We'll see you. We'll see you in a little bit. We're gonna get to work. Okay.
All
right.
Sounds good.
Take care, my friend. Bye. All right. Y'all's are the best. How about that? We did it in one take. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. No, please don't stop. Don't stop. Thank you. Yes. That was awesome. How can I join Microsoft? That's a really good question. Can I tell you all about... I actually applied to Microsoft right out of college and they rejected me. It's true. I was like, hey, Microsoft, can I work with you? And they were like, please let me work for you. And they were like, nope. So yeah, I didn't, I got rejected by Microsoft. It's very sad. So sad that I was like, I just want to be part of the team. Please. I'm still in the cavern. And they were like, okay, after probably what? I finished college the first time in like 2002 or something, and not 10 years later, they're like, hey, come work for us. And I was like, yes. Any advice on how to become an advocate? I don't know. Honestly, irrespective of where I am, let's just say I decide to work with products more, right? Because maybe that's what I want to do. You see some DevRel people do that. Being an advocate is really caring about what people are trying to do. Hold on, someone's telling me something on Teams. Just really caring about what people want to do and trying to get them to do it. And that's really what it's all about. So, and Ivana, you do a great job already. You're like an advocate already. You have like a show and you get people in your area to be excited about AI. I think that's great. Every time she tells me to do something, I'm like, all right, I'll do it. You're actually doing the real work. Great questions. All right. So now it's time for, let's see if we can't, Oh, she is awesome. This is Cassie, who's also, her and Janiscu are like, hello? Is there anybody else here? Just the two of y'all. Yeah, she's awesome. We really like. Any advice for becoming an MVP? Oh, I was also rejected as an MVP. Did you know that? I started the .NET user group in Las Vegas when I lived there. It was the first one there. It was a Las Vegas. I even had the domain name .netgroup.org, but that website is woefully out of date. Woefully. But of an AI MVP, yeah, just send me an email. We'll get you hooked up, right? If you're doing some cool AI stuff and you want to come on the show, that's the other thing. We have not done this yet, but if you want to come on the show and show off some cool stuff during the second hour, let's do it. I'm sitting here making demoware. Y'all are like changing the world. Good for y'all. All righty, let's go to the work for today. What do we got? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Remember, we had this. Oh, you're not even looking at my screen. I'm like all telling you, look at all this stuff we're doing. I got to share my screen. What a goober. Yeah, we decided to start using this thing. We have not. This is the part where we're stuck. Right? We're like right here. Can everyone see this? Should I make it bigger? Can people see this? Thank you. Oh yeah, Jose. Jose is like, can you show us some good websites that catalog deep, other than Model Zoo? That's the one I was going to tell you about. Oh, I'm going to tell you about Model Zoo, right? Let's see. Model Zoo. This is the one that I know about. Model Zoo Architect. Let's Google it with Bing together. Introducing the Model Zoo for Intel architecture. No. Model Zoo forensic architecture. No. Zoo architecture and design. This looks promising. Let's see what we got. Yeah, other than the Model Zoo, that's the one I was going to point you to. This feels like the wrong kind of zoo, but I'm into it. Like, I'm wondering what this elephant did to get put in a corner. That's an elephant, but it's like, it feels like it got in trouble. Like maybe, I don't know, this elephant's name is Bill, and Bill, they're like, Bill, dude, you got to stop using your trunk as a horn. And he's like, I won't stop. Well, you're going to go into the corner, Bill. And that's where he is to this day. Sorry, Bill. That's not the kind of Model Zoo we want. I should probably say deep learning. My Bing Fu is not so good. Weka Deep Learning for J. These all look like vision models. Yeah, these are all vision models. Lynette from Jan LeCun, Resnet 50, SqueezeNet BGG. Yeah. I think these are, here's NLP. I did not know you could use convolutions on text. Here's some more. This is interesting. They don't have anything else other than those two. I don't know. I usually go to the Model Zoo. Model Zoo Deep Learning. There's like a website, not architecture. I already did this one. Here, this is it. This is the one I was going to tell you about, Jose. Jose, es la única que sé que tiene todos. It's the only one I know that has all of these things. We should go through one of these and like try to implement them once we make our rock, paper, scissors thing work. Okay. Thank you, Jose, for that wonderful question. So today we are going to literally open from scratch our Roshambo project. File, open recent. Roshambo. Here we go. So where did we leave off? I don't even remember. Any AI tools for finding or monitoring malwares? I don't know, but that sounds like a really interesting problem. Really interesting problem. Okay, so I don't remember what we were doing. So let's go back and let's see what we got here. LS. Are we in the web part? Yarn. Yarn dev. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, that's right. And then we made an API backend too, didn't we? Yes, we did. Aquí está. But it was like a dumb one. Oh yeah, we had to decide whether if we wanted to change this over to Python instead of Node in the backend. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if we're using the Onyx runtime, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, geez. Remember this happened last time? It wouldn't run. ¿Qué pasó? So let's look at these models then while this is trying to run because it's making me cranky. Modelzoo.co. Categories. This is actually cool. Okay, so I have not... Let's look at the generative models. These are the GANs. Let's take a look at this one. Wow, this is not... Adversarial autoencoder. Well, this is cool. Began. Boundary Equilibrium Generative Adversarial Network. Nice. This is cool. We should probably, like, once we get this thing going, we should, like, pick one and do it. By the way, I'm stalling. Gosh dang it. LS. Toot, toot, toot. Oh, it started. I'm just sitting here, like, thinking it's going to do something else, like a noob. Yeah, we should go back and do these. I'll leave this open for us. All right, let's see if we remember what's going on. Obvi, this one's not going to work, so we're going to do this one. Camera 2! And then we did freeze. What did freeze do? Something's broken. Freeze. I don't even remember what this button did. Let's go back and look. So basically now what we're doing is when we push this button, we've got to submit like this, right? To the back end. And then that back end is going to use the AI model to return back like what it sees. And that's what we want to finish today. We got 90 minutes. So I think it's time to get to work. I want to use that because we paid somebody to make those. And, you know, you got like 2 sets going on over here. All right, let's see what we got. Because I thought we had made it draw into the canvas. But who am I to remember anything? I remember I'm learning React, so I don't know anything. And so if I break something, just be like, Seth, it's broken. And the reason why you come to the AI show and you're probably thinking like, what the freak? This is React? Weird. That's because we are full stack AI developers. That's why. All right, let's go to this page here where I thought we had all the things sorted out. So there's the video device. We gave it the set settings, the message. We had the freeze button. I thought... oh, I think it's broken because I have to... Oh, I know why this is broken. We have to F5 this. Remember, we have to use the SWA thing that because it's running like 2 different things. Yeah, Jay, thank you. I was hoping someone would notice, but only Jay did. Thank you, Jay. Very good. So that's... Oh, jeez, this is the wrong one. So we don't want to run the trainer. We want to run the that one attached to node functions. That's the one we want to do. That one. I don't want to do that right now. I'm in the middle of something. So this one we can boop. And then I remember that we'll do a new PowerShell one. And we'll start it in the Roshambo thing. And then we are doing the SWA, right? Thank you. No, not this. Not this. No. And we want to do I don't remember what it was. It's like all the work I've done over the last. There we go. SWA start localhost. Okay. So in theory, now when I run this, the other stuff should work, and we should be able to get back. So the other thing we have to figure out, and this is what I'm hoping y'all can help me out. We got to get that picture frame, and we got to send it to the back end, and then we got to do inference on that model. That's what we got to do. So localhost 4280, localhost 4280. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's grab the camera. Yeah, see now, there we go. Now when I hit freeze. Okay, something's wrong. And then we were borrowing code from stuff we did like forever ago. Vision. Boop. Oh no. They found it. Let's go to the source here. Let's go to components, and this is the capture component, and we'll refer to this. When we get to it. Okay. So once we hit the freeze button, this is supposed to do something. Let's go to the video component. I don't remember what we did. No, this is API components video. Wow, look at us. Oh, there's the canvas. Handle video click. Oh, I know what we did. Handle video click. Where's handle video click? Handle video click. I think we need to click on the actual. I think we need to click on the actual thing. Ooh, I remember what we did. Okay. So now what we need. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to find a way to some. This is where React gets so confusing. Like, I want to push this button and I want to make this thing do a thing, which is push this image out. How do we even do that? Oh, React, you're so crazy. I did. I pushed the button. I'm pushing it. But like, I'm clicking, right? So it's like delayed, Seth. Push the button. I know. I made it so I can push that. Now I remember what we did. I made it so that when we click on the actual thing, it put it in here. But what we've got to do is we've got to somehow, when we click this, we've got to tell it to grab us a frame and send it back. How do we do that? How do we do that? We're going to have to... How do we do that? Just this is in my head, Seth. So we've got a canvas in a component. So we've got a video element in a component, and we have a button element outside of the component. I want to push it, and then I want it to come out. Huh. Black women in artificial intelligence, welcome. You are so welcome here. Sharafuddin, thanks for sharing Zero to Hero Azure AI link in the YouTube. Good. Fantastic. Surly Dev, push the button, do the thing. This is the kind of encouragement that I need. Okay. So what we got to do is when we push the button, we got to somehow tell this component to send back the current frame. So how do we do that? With React. Yeah, the echo makes it sound like little G is talking about AI. Here, let me make it even worse.
This is the voice from on high.
Does that make it better or worse? 1 or 2? Okay. So we guide me. Please guide me. We will all be guided to the AI nirvana, which somehow involves JavaScript, as we all suspected. Okay. So now we people are like, what am I watching? I don't know. Okay, so when we click this button, an event happens. How do we tell the how do we do this? All right, we're gonna have to. I don't even know what to Bing with Google. React button capture data from other component. Here we go. Pass data from one component to another. Okay, Stack Overflow. Don't let us down. Here we go. I am developing a small React app. I'm having files like filter, result, and index. Filter contains 2 text box and button. Okay. Result, it contains filter.js and 1 p tag. Contains the result. Am I going to have to learn about React contexts? Please say it's not true. Please don't. No. Export default class filter extends component. Constructor props. Submit value. Boop, doop, doop, boop. This dot handle. Doop. Boop. Boop. Okay, so I made some changes to your code. You can view it here. In the case of the above link, here's what I changed. Handle data. Okay. This says date. Okay. Handle parent data. Form model. Set state. What? It's important to note that any object you create in JS is already in JSON form. Okay. You are passing a single property from state and in result. You're expecting to receive an event much like you were on change. That's why nothing would happen. In Vue.js, you want to post back to the form to the parent component. I was just passing back the entire state object instead of an individual property. Yeah, but how do you do it when, like, I want it to happen from, where is that? Here. When I click this button, I need to tell this thing to give me this thing. How do we do that? So when I click the button, how do we? I think my brain is slow. Like I'm on vacation mode almost, but that's okay. We have about 70 minutes to figure out how to do something really dumb in React. At least this guy is happy. This guy, look at him. This guy. Don't look at this. Don't look at this one. Look at this one. At least this guy is happy. Because that's going to be, instead of freeze it, let's make some progress. We're going to make a little bit of progress. Here we go. Submit. Okay, we've made some progress. Oh my goodness. Submit. Okay, So let's get the event and let's just maybe we'll start writing and then we'll figure out something. So okay. Here we go. So here's the button. We're gonna say on click equals, and then we're gonna say handle submit. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is this is obviously wrong. Oh, I have too many. This is obviously wrong, so we'll go over here, and what we'll do is we'll handle submit const handle submit equals. You got to do it like this. It's part of the AI process. Handle submit. Okay, so now that I click this button, I've got to somehow get a reference to this video element, and then pull out a frozen frame, or at least send it a message. Right. So let's try this. Use ref on a React component. Oh, here we go. When the ref attribute is used on an HTML element, the ref created in the constructor receives the underlying DOM element as its current property. When the ref attribute is used on a custom class component, the ref object receives the mounted instance of the component as. Okay, here we go. Whoa, here we go. I'm feeling it. Let's turn this up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna do this. All right. Refs provide a way. Here, I'll read it with my radio voice here. Here, we'll do it. We'll do it like we want it to be inspirational. Here we go. Refs provide a way to access DOM nodes or React elements created in the render method. In typical React data flow, props are the only way the parent components interact with their children. Sounds like a bad family. To modify a child, you re-render it with new props. However, there are a few cases where you need to imperatively modify a child outside of its typical data flow. I ran into that last night when my boys didn't want to clean up their room. The child to be modified could be an instance of a React. Okay. I don't know. We should do a thing where we read. Here, let's try different music to read this too. Okay, here we go. The child to be modified could be an instance of a React component, or it could be a DOM element. I sounds like I'm selling a car. For both of these cases, React provides an escape hatch. There are a few good use cases for refs. Managing focus, text selection, or media playback. Oh, okay, here we go. Triggering imperative integrating with third-party DOM libraries. Avoid using refs for anything that can be done declaratively. For example, instead of exposing open, close methods on a dialog, pass it is open property. Your first inclination may be to use refs to make things happen in your app. That is my inclination right now. Should I not trust my gut? Okay, create ref. Refs are created using create and attached to a ref attribute. Refs are commonly assigned to an instant property and blah, 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 blah. Accessing, where's the ref component? Boop. When the ref attribute is used on a custom class component, the ref object receives the mounted instance of the component as its current. You may not use the ref attribute on function components because they don't have instances. Oh! Which is what we have. This code uses ref to store a reference to a DOM node. Someone's emailing me. React assign the current to components, adding a ref to a class component. If we want to wrap the custom text input above to simulate it being clicked immediately after mounting, we should use a ref to gain access to the thing. Note, this makes sense to me. It's not making sense to me. By default, you may not use a ref attribute on function components because they don't have instances. If you want to allow people to take a ref to your function component, you can use forward ref possibly in conjunction with use imperative handle, you can convert it to a component class. You can, however, use a ref attribute inside a function as long as you refer to it. So we did use a ref for that. Gosh, why is this so hard? I need someone like Brian Holt. I should text him. What do we do here? So, for example, this works. What I've got to do is I've got to send a message to where is it? I've got to send a message to this device that says, "Give me the current frame." Here's a question. What do you think about Flutter with AI instead of React? I don't know. I've never used Flutter. Great question. Okay. I've never used Flutter. Great question, Sharafuddin. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know. And like I said, for those that have been watching, we built the AI really fast, and it was super easy. We've been having a hard time with becoming a full stack AI developer. That's the harder part. So we passed the video ID. I guess what we can do is we can move the button inside of the video device, inside of the visual capture device, and then send a on video. We get on frame set. So we'll say on frame set, and then we'll equals boom, and then we got to pass in set frame. And then the set frame is going to take something, ostensibly. We don't know what it is. So set frame will take something, and then console.log. We'll just put E in there. For now, now what we need to do is we need to move this button out of here, like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it into the video componente. Componente. Go like this. And then this thing, we're going to give it a prop. I think it's on frame set. On frame set. E, and then we won't tell it what it is. And then we'll say void. And then this one will get on frame set in here. And then this one, instead of the handle video click, right? What we're going to do is we are going to handle submit instead. We don't need E, so we'll just take that off. Okay. And then what we need to do is handle video click. No more handle video click for Ju. Doop. We don't need that. For the canvas, we're drawing it out, and let's see if this changes anything. Cool. Handle submit, and then we'll just say we'll just send the context back. Because remember, this handle submit is going to use the on frame set here. And we'll just send back the context and see what happens. Doop, doop, doop. Okay. Everyone completely lost? I don't know. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Here we are. The button is now in a different place. Oh, internal server error. Oh, no. What did I do? Handle submit is not defined. Isn't it, though? Handle submit where? Oh, I need to hit. Maybe save. Go back here. There we go. There we go. Everything's back to normal. Pro webcam, then hit submit. Very good. So it's working now. Now what we need to do is we need to somehow grab the image. So get image pixels from canvas. To get the pixel of any specific portion of the HTML canvas, you get image data returns the image data object. Oh, here we go. Now we're making progress. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. I only had to stare at it for 50 minutes. We almost used a use ref on a function component, which is against etiquette. But not on Friday. Okay. Get image data. So the pixel information of the canvas, XY coordinate of 2020. So let's do get image data. Let's see. GFG is a 2D context. Perfect. So let's go over here. Set frame. No, we need to be here. On frame set. And we're going to say context.get image data. I wonder if I just pass it nothing, will it get mad? It will get mad. What does it get image? Go to definition. Okay. Context 2D get image data. Let's see. Context 2D. Context 2D get image data. Okay. What does it do? Tell us, Mozilla. The x-axis coordinate, the left top corner of the rectangle from which the y-axis, the left top corner, the width and the height. Okay. So we want 0, 0, and 320 by 240. 320 by 240. Okay, now let's run it again and see what we get. Now we're getting pixels. We're getting the pixels. Okay. Let's kill this. Image data. Nice. Nice. Now we're getting actual pixel numbers. This is going to be a dumpster fire, isn't it? Oof. So we can post this uint8 clamped array, but oof, we're going to have to do some reshaping, aren't we? Oh my goodness, this is going to suck. I hate this. Okay, well, that's the image. And then we got to submit it to our new backend. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our API and we're going to add a, how do we do this? We're going to add, let's go to Azure Functions. Azure Functions. Local what does this say? Yes, do it. Just overwrite it. Let's stop all this. Pause. Debug. Stop. Stop it. Just be normal. Okay. Cool. So let's go over here, and I think we can add a new... I'm probably doing this all wrong. So if any of you all are like, I know how to do this, and just like, Seth, stop. Remember last time Burke was like, just Seth, just stop. And I was like, okay, just tell me. An element, an error. I got to restart this. I think I have like all sorts of, let me restart this. But I got to stop the other thing. So stop this. Stop this. All right, stop this. Stop it. Just stop it here. Exit. Exit should work too. Exit should work too. Exit. Okay, restart. I wonder how this is even still going. It doesn't know that it stopped running. Now it does. It's like, wait a minute. Something is not good. Okay. So let's go here to Roshambo API. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. Static web apps. Local project. API. How do I do that? Initialize project for use with VS Code. Just do it. Just do it. No, maybe it has to do it. Oh, here it is. Roshambo. Production. So this we know. How do I, what is this? Create HTTP function. Yes. Something's wrong. Well, I'm just going to do it old school because you want to see what I do? Control C, Control V, rename, post image. Yeah. And yeah, we'll just take this out. Delete. Delete. We'll say predict, right? And this is going to be post image. Fantastic. And then this, let's go over here. Fantastic. And what we're going to do is in the request, we're just going to pass in the image data as an array. I hope it's okay with that. And then we're going to do some work. But I'm wondering if we should change our API to be Python instead. Yeah, but all this is broken. I'm gonna have to ask Burke what's going on with this. Because it's like I can't do it. It just doesn't know. Go to function app, API. No. Select function app. No, I don't know. No, I know these. Okay, finish initializing for use with VS Code. Okay. We don't need this. What are all these buttons? What do these buttons even do? I don't even know. Look at them. Create new project. No, we don't want that. Initialize project. Yes. Internal error expected. I think the workspace is confusing it. You know? Am I even in the right spot? Something is wrong. Okay, so let's go to this API. We have this post thing. Now I can breakpoint into this in theory. So let's run everything again, and let's make some changes because the request is going to have the things that we want. And now that I've set this up, it should do the right thing. All right, here we go. I feel like we got some stuff. So we're going to go cd ... web yarn dev, and then we can go to the bugs and attach the node process. Attached to the node process. There we go. So you got some beautiful code running over her, number 2. And then I'm going to PowerShell into the next thing, which is Roshambo. It found the two. Hold on. It should have found the two functions. And then we'll do the SWA thing here. Here we go. Executing task in folder Roshambo. Func host start. Yeah, see? It found the post image, and so there it is. So now we can go over here. I'm just trying to use the tools, okay? But it just doesn't want to. Then we'll do the SWA business so that they're all hooked together. There's got to be a way to make this easier. Feels like I'm taping stuff all over the place. But they're all together. Let's go to this fine. Yes, we know. You're over constrained. We know. Okay. Mm-hmm. There is the camera. We got you. I don't like this situation here. I know you're like, what the heck does that have to do with anything? Taste. Okay, it's just not tasteful. Okay. Class name equals there. Okay. Now it's tasteful. There's room for it to breathe. You see this? This room is super important. Okay, so we got the submit working. We get the image data out. We've got to find a way to pass this out. And it is. So that this image data is coming out. It's showing it in the ref. We can do a class name here. Class name MT3. So that there's a little bit more room here. Where's the room? I don't see it. I don't see the room. We'll see it now. Doing it live. By the way, this over-constraint error is expected. Oh, come on. Class name. Oh, jeez. It's Friday. There you go. Now there's room. Doesn't look so weird. So now when we hit submit, we pass this clamped uint8 array up. That's 30,200 wide. If you think, oh, that's 320 by 420 or something like that. I don't know what it is. That's the number of pixels. We want to pass these back to, we want to post it to our backend. Okay. So how do we do that? We'll go to we'll leave this open here so that we can get a little break pointiness. Here, we'll also console.log. Oh, no. Is it console.log? Or is it context or message or context.log? That's it. The request, we'll put the request out. I'm not going to do that. I'll just set a breakpoint here so we can see what's in the request. Okay, oakley dokley. Now let's go back to the index.tsx because it's here that we are going to do it. Let's see. And it's got to be async too. So let's go back to this video TSX. We'll say frame, and this is a uint clamped array. Uint clamped array. Uint clamped array. Uint clamped array. Fantastic. So on frame set, image data is not assigned to. We'll just say what is this? Image data. We'll do image data. Image data. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. This gets sent back. And now here, we're going to have to call an async function. So this is going to be a frame. And it's going to be of type image data. No. Image data. Okay. So this is a frame. And now what we need to do is we need to pass it to our backend. And to do that, we're going to make a nice little async function that we are going to call async. There's AI happening right now. And what we're going to do is image data post. Okay, let's see. Post image data. Post image data to endpoint. How do I post image data using Postman? Ooh, that's not how you send file on Postman. Yeah, I'm just gonna send out the array. Okay. So now that we have the image data, we've got to somehow send it back. So const post await. What's the opposite of fetch? Post. Post message. All right. Fetch JavaScript post. Okay, here we go. Use the fetch API to post data. So fetch, blah. Use the fetch to get data. Fetch URL returns a promise method. All right. How do we do it to post? Post. Okay. Const URL, const burp, options, post, body, headers, fetch URL, options. Okay. Cool. So we'll make us one of those. It looks like it's just const options. What's the problem? What's the problem here? Oh, whoops. Too many things. Okay. I think I should. What's the problem here? So. Oh, stringify. Let's see if we can just stringify the entire frame. It's probably gonna get mad at us. This is right. What's the deal here? What are you talking about? Oh, probably this. This is still mad at us. So let's put this here. Okay. And then we're going to do const response equals fetch. And let's go over here. We're going to get this. I'm feeling it in my bones. Fetch URL options. Fetch URL options. So we're going to say await fetch URL, which is going to be API. I think it was prediction. Let's go back over here. Predict. Okay. So obvi this, and then we're going to do console.log response. Let's see what happens. The worst that can happen is that everything just explodes because I don't think we can. Honestly, I don't think we can just send a frame over. We might have to do some other stuff. Let's try it. That means AI is happening as we speak. We're going to do a full refresh because this is the kind of ship we run. Look at that clown face. Over constrained on the camera. Yeah, because I'm using it. Okay, here we go. Something's going to happen. Breakpoint. Here's the request. Let's go to the debug console. Let's see what's in the request. What do you mean it's not defined? F10. What? I want to see what's in the request. How do I look in here? Call stack, beep, locals, beep, 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 beep. This, closure, HTTP trigger. Closure, awaiter, global, array buffer. No, I just want to see what's in the request. Tell me, please. still on kid mode. That's embarrassing. Closure. Okay, here's the context. No, I want the request, not the context. Tell me where it is. This is undefined. Everything's undefined. It's Friday. Undefined. Undefined. No. Ugh. Let's see what it printed out. Let's go to the terminal. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? I don't even know what's in here. I don't even know what's in here. Let's just F5 it. I know. So much is undefined. You know what? At least we have each other. At least. Yeah. Alrighty. I don't even see this function get post image. It didn't even like do anything. Okay, let's just post it again. We're gonna post it again. See what happens. Submit. Why can't I look at what's in here? This is undefined. I just want to see what's in the request. Why can't I look at what's in the request? Request is inside context. That's what I thought too, but look. It's like this whole other parameter. I'm thinking that in here, I should have like a request dot body, right? And in there should be like some huge array. Right? F10, F5. Here, we'll call it again. We're going to call it again. Submit. F10. Oh, it skips this. Do I have to restart this? I thought I would automatically. I don't want to go in there. Oh man, don't want to go in there. I just changed this, so it should like rebuild, but it's not rebuilding. I restarted. Restart. A restart. We want to restart. By the way, we're gonna figure this out. Dang it! Today, I might need some help. I'm gonna need some help here. Figure this out. By the way, I'm pretty excited about next week. I'm not gonna be here, but we're gonna have a really good show. Not kidding you. I might have a special guest in a little bit to tell us all about it. Okay. Here we go. This is going to be the one. I feel it. Funk host start. We start the funk. That's what we do. So dumb. I'm going to clap for myself on that one because we start the funk is hilarious. Thank you. We indeed do start the funk. Okay, it's in there. All right, let's post it and see if we can get our pictures in there. Doop. What you got? F10 here. What is that dot? What is that? Oh, something's really wrong. I might have broken everything. Oh, here's the request. We got it. Here it is. Oh, what do we got? Raw body. Data. No. Is this how it sends this stuff over? This is dumb. This is dumb. By the way, I think our special guest is here. I'm gonna bring you on. So let's unmute yourself, my friend. Boop. Oh, look at that.
I'm back. Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me okay? Wait, what?
How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Not too well. I mean, have you been watching this dumpster fire of me trying to get an array from front end to back end?
A little bit. I've been playing with my setup because I'm a little too excited about what we're going to talk about next week.
My goodness. Oh,
So-
okay, everybody. Hold on. Is everybody sitting down? Everybody sit down. Cassie, tell us what we're going to be talking about next week.
So we are going to be talking about this device that you see here. And this is the Azure Percept. And what it is it actually makes doing AI edge stuff really simple, which I'm excited about because I think we've all tried to create models and deploy them with a Raspberry Pi and do all kind of the complicated side of setting this stuff up. And what the Azure Percept does is it gives you these three things. So it gives you your board, it gives you a camera, and it gives you microphones. And from there, you can go to this studio and you can create AI solutions, deploy it. You can do pre-built models like custom vision. So maybe use custom vision to build. We had one that was like a face mask detector. I have one that's for recognizing birds, which I think I might play with on the show next week.
And your setup is just fantastic. Look at you with like I'm all here like with my stupid voices, and you're like, let me show you angle number 17 on the Percept device.
Well, I figured because it's an actual like device, it would be really cool to be able to see it. So I've been watching your stream, but I've also been playing with all the cool ways that we can make sure that we can see what's actually going on. So
oh my goodness.
It comes with a built-in object detection. So if I go over here, you can actually see that I'm almost a full person.
You are 82% of a person. What's the rest?
Cylon. Oh, shoot, I'm not supposed to admit that.
Oh, she's like, hold on, everybody.
I weren't supposed to hear that. No.
That was Cassie's Cylon voice.
Didn't know it was so deep.
At least it is in my head. I mean, it doesn't have to be deep. It's just not as scary if we go full.
You know, this isn't as scary.
I feel like that's like the chipmunks, like Elvin and the Chipmunks. I think you have to sing.
Oh my goodness. So you're gonna be doing this over the next 2 weeks. You're basically gonna show people how to do AI with like physical devices. Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
my
so excited.
goodness.
I'm thinking maybe the first week I think we'll do computer vision and we'll do pre-built models, but you can also do custom models with it. So you can build your own models and deploy them as well.
No.
So I'm hoping that over the 2 weeks we'll look at both pre-built models with cognitive services, custom vision, maybe some audio, custom audio stuff. See if we can't build some speech recognition with the microphones here.
Oh.
And then we'll also look a little bit deeper into the boards themselves and the devices. So it's really, really cool device. I'm really excited about because we're going to be learning together. So I'm excited to learn more about it.
You better record this, Cassie, because I was supposed to get one of these, but I didn't give him my address yet.
No.
Yes. Boo. Like Seth, we just need your address. Yeah. So how long have you been playing with it? How long have you been playing with it? You just been messing around with it this week?
Pretty much. Yeah, it actually is a really quick setup. You just plug everything in. So I'll click over to the Percept again. You just plug everything in. It comes in this really cool box that it's on.
Oh.
It comes mounted to an 80-20 mount.
Hold on, let's get closer. So the whole thing is like the beginning of it is all the way on your left hand, right? So and then and then on your there. So that's the holy cow. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Let me go full screen because everyone needs to see the coolness that is this.
So we can see like here is our audio device, right?
Oh my goodness.
And here is our eye. It's actually really cute if you look on the other side too. Get this here. It says your eyes and your ears. These are your Azure's eyes and ears.
Oh my goodness. I am so jelly right now.
Is right here. So you can kind of see. I'll have to work on my camera angles here, so apologize. This is me experimenting with it, but yeah, you can see, and it's all Wi-Fi connected, so you can update and set up all over Wi-Fi, which is pretty sweet. And
no, I want one, Cassie. No.
I know. Like it's really, really cool. And the thing that I think is neat, because I have definitely played with, in fact, I'm going to grab, I have a Raspberry Pi. I didn't bring it up to my office, but I have Raspberry Pi with a camera actually, where I have actually tried to use it and create different things. And there's ends up being so much work, to get it working, to figure out how to, power and run cords and all these different things that you have to do, and configuration and what, image do you need, which is fun. And if you like doing IoT, by all means, and that's a lot cheaper route, to be honest, because a Raspberry Pi is a lot cheaper than this sophisticated device here. But you get a lot for what you're paying for, in my opinion. And it makes things quite simple. And also for the person that's new to AI and maybe doesn't know how to build models yet, they can use custom vision and cognitive services and get stuff out without having to actually know how to build a custom, without knowing PyTorch, without knowing TensorFlow or scikit-learn. You can just build and deploy models. So it's neat also for the hobbyist, I think. Like, my end result is I want to put this at my bird feeder with a custom vision model.
Didn't we do something like that with like snow leopards and stuff? That if they showed up, we'd be like, "There's a snow leopard." You're gonna do it with birds. You're like you're a veritable conservationist.
And maybe it would be cool to do just different animals, because I also have like a chipmunk that hangs out there. In fact, I think he likes to hang out by the bird feeder because he gets all the stuff that falls from the bird feeder, like all the nuts and stuff. So there's birds. Sometimes there's deer, turkeys. We got a lot of wildlife outside our window. And like so I want to know.
We did a model like earlier in the show where she showed a turkey, and I really wanted to make a turkey joke, like, "Oh, I'm a turkey," or something along that variation, but it was during the important part of the show, not the. So Janisky was telling us that the Jetson family of NVIDIA stuff is awesome. He's also saying for Roshambo, the first thing you detect to hand and then do the scissor. Right? Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool stuff. The thing that I like the most about that Azure Percept that you were telling me is that it does audio as well, right?
Yes. And I'm excited to play with the custom model side of it for the audio, because we have the PyTorch learning path, which has an audio model that we've created. And it's at aka.ms/learn PyTorch.
She did it.
Yeah. It was.
So tell us again, aka.ms what now?
/learn PyTorch. And actually, I'll go back to this one.
Oh, look at you. I need to learn how to do that stuff. Is that all OBS?
Yeah, my setup's kind of intense. I have 2 laptops. I have a capture card for one, and then I have OBS running on one, and then I have a Stream Deck, an XLR mic. And
how do you OBS push to StreamYard though?
Virtual cam. So OBS, I set up a virtual cam, and then that is just my input for the stream. So then I can use all my stuff, which I like.
So smart. I need to do that instead of here like a noob, just a noob.
I want your soundboard that you have. I think my next step is getting a soundboard set up.
And then everyone's gonna be like, "Hey, Seth, you're nice, but can you just let Cassie do the show?" Yes. By the way, show us what are you showing us there?
Okay, so this is the learning path for PyTorch introduction, and this is the introduction to audio classification, which is to recognize yes and no spoken words. So my thought was for maybe the second show, try to get this working on the device and see how it works. So
well, if there's any internet where I'm at, I might just tune in because this looks fantastic.
It's gonna be fun. And
you might have extra people show up too, right? Maybe.
That's right. Our lovely coworker B or Beatrice. Yeah. Sometimes she just goes by B. But she's going to show up and hang out with me and help with questions and kind of co-host with me. So I'm excited for that.
We're all in the
for those AI show.
Yeah, be nice, everybody. By the way, we're all in the same team. We all work together on AI stuff. There's a bunch of us in our AI group in Devrel. I think there's 4 or 5 of us.
It sounds right.
There's me. No, I'm last. There's Aishigal. There's you, Cassie, Hank, B, and me. That's 5. And then obviously Vanessa, who she runs everything. She side eyes me sometimes. She's like, Seth, I don't think you can really do all that stuff that you think you can do. And I'm just like, yes, I can.
Having a good PM makes life so much better.
Oh, I know. She's amazing. Well, Cassie, I am super excited. Have you figured it all out yet? Or are you going to figure it out when people show up? Because that's the fun part.
Yeah, we're figuring it out on stream. So the only thing that I've done is plug it in, get it connected to Wi-Fi, deploy this default model that it comes with, and that's it. So we're going to look at doing, custom vision, and we're going to just see what can we come up with and what can we create, and we'll see what we run into and how it works and how well it works, and it'll be fun. And like I said, I'm sure things will be really broken, but hopefully we'll get them fixed.
Yeah, like here's the thing: people are watching me code, and then they probably think that like when we do demos, they are so polished, not because we're trying to hide stuff, but because they're like, hey, you got to show everything we've worked on for the last 6 months in 3 minutes, and you're like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that the last show we did, Cassie and I did the last show together was Build, and we turned in our things, and they're like, hey, can you trim 40 minutes from your 10-minute demo? And you're like, what? That's what it felt like, right?
Yep. So what I like to think of those ones is you want to inspire and show what's possible, but not necessarily jump into the technical details, right? Like, look at these things you should go try out. With the streams, it's nice we have 2 hours, I think, right? Isn't it 2 hours?
Right.
And we can go through, we can deep dive, we can get stuck on things, we can problem solve, and really go through kind of the behind the scenes of setting up the demos and stuff that you see, and some of the things that we build and write a blog about. So that's what I kind of hope to write some blogs on this device too, as it's brand new. I think it's still in preview. So it's definitely a brand new device to start playing with, which is why I'm like assuming we'll run into issues, but so far it's been really seamless. It's been so easy. Like, it has this really cool portal when you just plug it in, you connect it to Wi-Fi, just like you would connect your Alexas to Wi-Fi, same idea. And then you go through, if I can find.
Usually with IoT, it's always so hard. But you're saying this is super easy.
So far it has been.
And these
so let's see if it shows the setup.
A recent you paid. Quick tab
maybe
for
not.
demo.
I'm hearing stuff.
Yeah, there is a page that shows you how to get set up. Oh wait, I bet it's in the quick starts.
Are you trying to show us your screen, or?
Oh shoot, wrong. See, this is why we're having our test run today. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's switch back here.
Problem.
There, now you see my screen?
Yeah, I see your screen. I see it.
Okay, thanks for calling that out. So I'm not used to like using the Stream Deck. I'm still getting used to it. And so I can usually I would just stay on one scene. So next week, if I do that, Beatrice or the people on the stream, call me out. So this is the unboxing. Where's the setup experience? Here. Okay. You just go through this UI and set it up.
By the way, Shirley Deb is pointing out, as you can see, intentional errors by Cassie, so she doesn't show Seth up. Yeah, she's really being nice. She's like, here, let me throw in an error there for Seth. All right, sorry, you were saying.
No, that's the Minnesota nice in me.
Minnesota, you betcha.
You betcha. But yeah, so that's it. Once it's set up, and then you create your Azure resource, and from there, after you just go through that wizard, you come here and you have your device. It shows up right here.
Oh,
and it turned off, so it's disconnected. So I got to turn it back on. There we go. But yeah, and then once it's connected, you can click on it and you can see the stream and deploy stuff. So
what?
Right?
It deploys it from Azure from Azure to the device.
Yep.
No.
So let's see if this comes back online. Which we'll see it next week. But yeah, it was basically things are already broken. That's fantastic. But yeah.
She's pretending. She's like, let's just make it. This stuff is all broken, kind of like Seth's project right now.
So let's see. Why is it disconnected?
I don't know.
Can you please connect the device? Well, anyways, once it's connected here, then you can go through and say deploy custom vision, and it will actually show a list of all your custom vision models that you've deployed, and you just like select it. And I haven't gotten past that part because, like I said, I haven't actually built anything. I haven't actually deployed anything
yet. Goodness.
That's so cool. Then you deploy to it, and apparently that seems like that's all there is to it. So, you know, when you do traditional IoT, you got to get your card, you got to image it, you got to find what image you want to use, you got to write your code to do all your inferencing, set up, you know, everything. And this is already pre-done for you.
That is glorious.
Right. So now that it's back on, I'm in the one where you can see it now, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see the lights are on. Oh no, wait, why? It did turn off again. Let's try to restart it.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
That's what I'm doing right now. So now it's actually off. Before I thought it was, but I don't think it was. So let's see now. Can you actually see that? Oh, now you can. All right, now it's turning back on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right. I saw this blog of something that somebody built that was really freaking cool. It was like a remote control car, and they used this 80/20 mount system to put the camera on the car, and then they like made kind of an autonomous object detection car. It was really cool.
Wow. And how big is it? Like, is it like a foot long, or can you give us a sense of the size of it?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the way that it's mounted on here, I would say it's probably 1.5 feet, maybe.
Okay.
But this mount system, let's see if you can see this, is a very common like standard in like mechanics for mounting devices. So, and I had to actually look this up because, like I said, I'm a software geek, but I like hardware too. And so it's definitely not my expertise, but I like to play around with it. And so essentially you can get these mounts in like any shape. This is just one that it came with on a straight line one. So let's see if we can look up quick.
Google with Bing. Show us the magic.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it's 93 where you're at right now?
Yeah, it's really hot. And it's going to be super hot, like we have like a heat wave coming.
I love it.
But look at these. So
oh my goodness.
You could mount this however you could possibly need to. So even though this one on a straight line is 1.5 feet, and you know that might work for what you're trying to do, but the one that did the remote control car, they had a different one. But so it's a super standard way of doing like mounting these types of devices, which again, if you have a Raspberry Pi, you're going to have to figure out how to create your own mount or how you're going to handle it. Maybe get a project box. Like,
dang.
So, yeah. So I
That's
learned
really
that when
cool.
I pulled it out of the box.
So you can, in theory, like mount this in your house to do like, hey, computer, open the window, and then you can set up something to like roll up a window or something. Like, computer, make me a cup of tea, and then it will do it. It's like we're living in the future.
Yep. I already have like Alexa set up all over that do a lot of like the home automation stuff, but it would be cool to do more. Like actually we should do a voice activated stream deck. That would be neat, wouldn't it? So I can be like,
yeah, let's go to camera 2 and it just does it.
Yeah. Activate scene, blah. And then
dang.
Yeah. That would be a fun one to build.
I want one where when my kids wake up, it says, "This is your father speaking. Please do your chores before you turn on the TV, even if it's summertime."
So it would have to recognize that they have woken up and then play the audio, right?
That's right. That's right. And if it could recognize who it is, it'd be like, "Okay, son, it's your week to take the dog out. Don't forget to pick up the poo."
There was one that we were thinking about, speaking of that for the dog stuff.
Yeah.
We were like, we should have one that just put it on the camera on the yard and have it like geomark where the dogs went. Because there's like apps I've seen of where like you can hire someone to pick up your dog's poo and you like geomark the location and then they like come by and pick it up or something like that. I mean, it's just in our yard, but you have to go and search for it and pick it up. But what if like you had a computer vision model that recognized where your dog went? And then you have like your companion app and it has like some way, like augmented reality wayfinding and be like, oh, it's over here. And then you can like mark it as picked up and then you never miss any poo in your yard.
That's the crappiest app idea I've ever heard.
Oh, Seth, that was good. That was very well played.
Everyone's all like, "Stop it, Seth! Stop it!" All right. Well, listen. Do you have time to help me out with my code? Because like I spent like an hour.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be any help with React. I've avoided that one.
It's not even React anymore. Now it's like I need to get an array of an image from the front end to the back end and use the Onyx runtime and Node to do a prediction. Maybe you know. Maybe.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted because it came up. Let's
see.
Well, it's loading, but the device came back online, so restarting worked, as it does 99% of the time.
Every
Have you
time.
tried restarting your app? Maybe that's what's...
Maybe I need to restart. I did actually restart it. I think something's wrong with my version of VS Code. Sorry, you were saying.
No, that I was just going to say, so this is like where you go, you select your model and you click deploy model. So I haven't deployed anything yet, and it even shows like the different iterations. So if you've used custom vision before, you can have multiple trainings and multiple versions of your model and then deploy specific ones. So if we go back here.
That's cool. By the way, I just realized I did not turn on Learn TV. Let me see. For those that have been trying to talk to me on Learn TV, let me go there real quick while you're getting that sorted. What do we got here? AI show live. Oh, thumbs up. Ivana's here. I think this is from last time. So we'll close these. By the way, if you're on Learn TV and you go to is it the AI show with iShugul? Is that the one I'm doing today? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I don't know. Yeah, basically there's a little bling, bling, bling that will go on if you talk to me on Learn TV because that's just the way I wired everything up. But that's cool, Cassie.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add? By the way, this is all for next week. You'll see here July 30th. Azure Percept AI IoT Edge made easy. This is like a day after your birthday, right?
It is. So maybe you guys can sing in the chat. I don't know.
We will definitely have to see. I would love to see what it like because my birthday is literally the day after. So
That's
yours
right,
is like
July birthdays.
Yours is like on a Thursday. Then we celebrate with the show on a Friday, and then Saturday is my B-day.
And actually, we figured out Vanessa, our PM, is also a July birthday. So like half of our team are July birthdays.
Her birthday was yesterday, but don't tell anybody. I told her. Don't tell anybody. I told everybody. It was yesterday.
Right.
All right. Well, I need to get to work. Do you want to spend some time? Or are you out? Can you help me maybe convert an array? You think you know how to do that?
Convert an array. Sorry, I missed what you said your problem was. I mean, I can hang out for a little bit. I'm not sure I'll be any help because my web development skills are a little bit rusty, but I do JavaScript. But now whenever I JavaScript and TypeScript for XR.
Clearly you're not. So let me show you what's going on.
Okay.
So basically, I have this thing, right? You can see me.
Mm-hmm.
When I hit submit, it grabs image data and it sends it back to, oh, jeez. Yeah, that was smart, Seth. Why don't we do a context log on that, you goober? That's.
Oh, you know what? I'm seeing the lagged version. Hold on.
The leg. Okay, cool.
I actually have to. I'm not sure I can help because my setup, like I said, is a little bit complex, and I didn't anticipate needing to see. You know how like there's a lag between what I see and what's on the stream?
Yes.
I see the lagged version on my second screen and my third screen, which is all the way over here, which if I go over here, you won't be able to see me anymore. So I'll have to fix that for next week.
All right. Well, good. Well, Cassie, it's been a pleasure to have you here, my friend. You're always a joy and delight. Oh, wow. Look at, oh, geez. Next time I won't print stuff out. Thanks so much, Cassie. And by the way, for those that are watching, she will be on next week talking all about Azure Percept AI IoT Edge Made Easy Part 1 with special guest host Cassie Breviu and Beatrice Stolnitz. I'm excited to see you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Back to this dumpster fire. I'm going to turn the music up a little. But Cassie's amazing. Make sure you tune in next week to to talk all about the Azure IoT stuff. By the way, I need to not do this. That was the dumbest thing I could have done. So now everything's all like frozen. Stop printing this out, please. Now everything's broke. Please, no. What's going on here? Oh, my wonderful friends. Yes, look at Surly Dev singing. I love it. I love it. Happy birthday. Yeah, make sure y'all sing happy birthday to her. I need to not do this. I need to stop all of this. Yes, it's not responding. We'll keep waiting. That was dumb. I basically printed out a picture. Did you see it? It's me. All right. Okay, so Jay is saying, what are we trying to do with the array? So basically, this array represents this picture. We'll just reopen. Yeah, I know. So basically, this picture we send back to the back end, but we're sending it in array form, and then that array we're going to push it into an Onyx model. So that's what we're doing. But I wonder if there's a way to. So let's start this up again. Yeah. So Fan Yang is saying you'll need to post the image as binary. I think. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to send an integer array. And hopefully that makes it. We definitely are not going to do this though. Okay. So let's go to this here. Let's move this over. And for the options, we're not going to stringify the frame. What we're going to do is we're going to get the frame dot data, right? And the data is going to be a uint8 clamped array. And so what we're going to do is we're going to post that array. Post uint clamped array JavaScript. Okay, the uint clamped array represents an array of 8-bit unsigned integers clamped to 0 to 5. If you specify a value that's out of the range, 0 to 0. As you specify a non-integer, okay. Static methods from, of, instance method buffer refers to the array buffer, fixed at construction time and is read only. Okay, so maybe if we pass the array buffer back, how to post to REST endpoint. To convert. Okay. So we're going to say this. We're going to say array dot from frame dot data. Options. What's the problem with the options? What is this? What is this? What is this upset about? Request init. What is that? What is a request init? Go to definition. What is a request init? Oh. So options is a request init. Okay. This it doesn't like. So method post body init we'll say is a image. Is this okay? readable stream uint array. Readable stream uint array. Can we do that? What's the problem? Oh, we need another one of these. What's the problem? Uint clamped array. What is this? Ugh. I'm just gonna say array dot from, and then we're gonna say frame dot data. And if you don't like it, it's too bad. Yeah, it's complaining. So the request body is the array, right? Can we just submit that? Yes. But for some reason, it says it's not assignable to type body init. But if we do JSON.stringify, JSON.stringify, then we can. Okay. Oakley dokley. So now we're passing just the actual image there. And now what we need to do is we need to start using the Onyx runtime. Okay, for Node.js bindings on other platforms, people binding, you can build it from source, TypeScript reference declaration, tensor. Okay, so let's do this. Onyx node. So we're gonna npm install this, and now we're gonna start to do stuff. So npm install this, and let's see if it works. Because now what we're getting in the request body is we're getting like this array, right? And it's going to be an integer array. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put a breakpoint here, and then we'll start to look at what it is that we're getting in there. But I've already installed the Onyx runtime, which is nice. Let me start getting the types in there. That way we can do stuff. I install that. Sample tutoriales, Node.js. npm install node, model.onyx. There it is. How big is this file? It's tiny. Index.js. ORT, const ORT. We'll use this. Import ORT from. Let's do this. Let's see what we got here. No, we're not going to require from. And then we're going to say import Onyx value. I don't know if we want that. Import. Is there a way to like import star? How do we do this? They don't do it this way. So let's go back. Install node dot to work use a blah blah blah. Package.json. Maybe there's better usage here. API tensor. Let's go back to this thing here. Oh, here we go. Let's go here. And let's see if there's a better way to import it here. Oh man, we are almost out of time. It's time to put the walk-off music on. See if we can't get something going here. No. JavaScript. Where is this? Docs. Get started with ORT for inferencing. PyTorch. How to. Oh, we should quantize our Onyx model, make it smaller. Where is the freaking JavaScript tutorials? Inferencing. Ooh! PyTorch. Quick starts. No! Why? I'm so close. How to? No. We're so close. All right. JavaScript. Examples. Looks like this is where it is. I don't like doing it this way. Const ORT. Import. Let's go to definition. Star. Well, I guess we'll just do star. Can we do that? Jeez. How to import JavaScript import TypeScript. There's got to be like a simple, there's got to be a thing here that tells us how to do it. It's got to be a simple thing. Here we go. Maybe using a bundler. Yes, maybe that'll tell us. And install. Oh, there's a require there. That's not what I want. We just did this one. No. API usage tensor. They're all that way. I'm going to say tensor. Oh, look at that. Fan Yang. Okay. Import star as ORT. Oh my gosh, you glorious person. You beautiful person. You glorious. All right. We might be out of time, but I think we are so close. Let's go back here to our project. Looks like we were able to do this and do this. Now we just need to edit notes. Back end inference. All right, y'all have been amazing. Thanks so much for spending some time with us today on the AI show. As always, without you, there would be no show. I'm so excited that you're here. Next week, Cassie Breviu is going to talk all about some cool IoT stuff. She talked a little about that. Make sure you tune in, and we will see you next time.